Welcome to Brain Booster. Did you know that moose are the largest members of the deer family? Indeed, these majestic creatures can weigh as much as 1,200 pounds and stand 5 to 6.5 feet tall from hooves to shoulders. That's without accounting for their raised head or their impressive antlers, making them tower over all but the tallest of humans. Now, as you might imagine, with such a vast size comes an equally vast appetite. Moose are browsers, leisurely consuming up to 73 pounds of food daily during the summer months. Their menu, a mix of shrubs, woody plants, and aquatic vegetation. However, come winter, their diet becomes more restricted. They're reduced to eating the buds of plants, but even then, they manage to consume a whopping 34 pounds a day. But their diet doesn't just change with the seasons, it also varies based on their location and the availability of food sources. For instance, in regions where aquatic plants are abundant, moose have been observed spending a lot of time in water, gorging on these watery treats. It's not all about quantity for these creatures, though. Quality matters too. Moose are selective eaters, choosing the most nutritious parts of plants to consume. This selective feeding allows them to maximize their nutrient intake and maintain their massive bodies. Despite this voracious appetite, moose are not greedy or wasteful. They eat what they need to survive and maintain their strength, taking only as much as the environment can afford to give. This balance between their needs and the health of the ecosystem is a testament to the moose's role as a keystone species, influencing the structure and diversity of the landscape. In the face of their voracious appetite, moose are truly a marvel of the wilderness. Their ability to adapt their diet according to the season and their environment is a testament to their resilience and a key factor in their survival. This adaptability, coupled with their impressive size and strength, makes the moose a fascinating creature, worthy of our respect and admiration. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Despite their formidable size, moose face threats from predators and parasites. It may be hard to imagine, but even these giants of the forest have their enemies. Predators like wolves and black bears often target the young, the sick, or the old. And while a healthy adult moose can often fend off such attacks, it's not just the immediate danger they need to worry about. A single bite from a predator can cause an infection that, though it may take up to 2 weeks, can eventually prove fatal. Now let's shrink down from the size of these large predators to something much, much smaller: parasites. Yes, even the mighty moose has to contend with these tiny threats. One such adversary is the brainworm. When moose eat snails, they can ingest the worm's infectious larvae. These parasites then migrate to the moose's brain, causing neurological damage. It's a strange thought, isn't it? Something as slim as a human hair can bring down a creature that weighs as much as 1,200 pounds. And then there's the winter tick. Unlike the brainworm, the threat level of these ticks to moose can vary greatly depending on the weather and habitat. You see, harsh winters are actually beneficial for moose in this regard. When ticks fall off animals to complete their life cycle and there's still snow on the ground, they die. So the harder and longer the winter, the fewer ticks there will be to infest the moose the following year. So there you have it. From wolves and bears to brainworms and ticks, the moose's life is filled with challenges. And while their size and strength are impressive, it's their resilience in the face of these threats that truly make them remarkable. Even for a creature as large and powerful as the moose, survival in the wild is a constant battle. When it comes to moose, their antlers, or paddles as they are known, are a sight to behold. These impressive structures, found only on males, serve a purpose far beyond aesthetics. They come into play during the autumn mating season, when bulls traverse vast stretches in search of females. In order to establish breeding territory, they must fend off other males in the area. These confrontations, while not always lethal, can be intense, with the competitor possessing the more impressive rack often emerging victorious. But these paddles are not just for show or combat. They also bear witness to an incredible biological process. Every winter, moose shed their antlers, only to regrow them by the following spring. This cycle of growth and shedding is influenced by testosterone levels and day length. Antler growth begins in late spring and summer, with the antlers covered in a blood-supplied skin known as velvet. This velvet nourishes the growing bone until early fall, when the mating season commences. At this point, bulls start to shed the velvet by rubbing their antlers against trees, revealing the shiny new paddles underneath. By October, they sport a fresh set of antlers, ready for competition and display. Just like moose themselves, these antlers come in various sizes. Now, isn't that a remarkable spectacle of nature? The annual cycle of antler growth and shedding is a fascinating aspect of moose biology. From birth to adulthood, the life of a moose is an intriguing journey. Each spring, usually in May, the female moose, known as a cow, gives birth to 1 or 2 calves. These newborns are vulnerable and entirely dependent on their mother for protection and nourishment. The bond between the cow and her calf is strong and endearing, a spectacle of nature's nurturing side. As we traverse across North America, we encounter 4 distinct subspecies of moose, each adapted to their specific habitat and climate. From the eastern moose of the Atlantic coast to the Alaskan moose in the far north, these magnificent creatures continue to captivate us with their sheer size and strength. An interesting fact about moose is their innate ability to swim. Even the youngest calves can swim, a skill they learn just days after birth. Adult moose are known to be excellent swimmers, capable of covering large distances in water in search of food or to escape predators. This aquatic expertise allows them to thrive in diverse habitats, from dense forests to marshy wetlands. From being a vulnerable calf to growing into a towering adult, the life of a moose is a testament to the wonders of nature. Their resilience and adaptability, their journey through the seasons, and their interaction with the environment all contribute to the fascinating life cycle of these majestic creatures. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.